Yeah. What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? It is Monday. Y'all, forgive me in advance for that beep, that little chirp. I got to get my guy back over here really soon. I don't know. It went away and now it came back. I don't know how to get rid of it. I've done everything possible, new batteries. I thought I even broke it. And it's still there. So I don't know. It's not because I haven't tried to fix my alarm. This is about to get on my nerves, but we're going to work through it. We're going to pull through it. One of y'all probably have the same thing going on right now, and you probably won't even notice. Hopefully, eventually, our our smoke detectors will sync. I think it's the smoke detector or either the carbon monoxide detector. But what's good, everybody? It's your girl, MMG, the Mommy Money Getter, and it is raining in Southern California. It's not only raining, it's raining cats and dogs, you guys. But it's been a minute since I've been live with my camera on at that. So I hope everybody tunes in and says hello. Stop by, say hello. Hit the like button while you're here. Let's get into some things. I'm going to catch you all up on what's been going on with me and a little of everybody else's business too, because there's a lot going on out in the world today. And it's a little different right now. I couldn't decide if I wanted to have like a little sunshine or if I wanted it to be dark. It's always really bright in this area, right? Maybe we'll just do the vibe like this, right? Just a little something different. You guys let me know. How are you guys doing today? Don't be shy. Say hello. Let me get you guys on my laptop. Let's see how that goes. Let me turn that down first. Let's talk about some. Hey, Tasha, what's good? What's good? And who else is that? Who else is in here? You guys hit the like button for me. And please, let me see. You went away. Let me see. Eric, lovely nails. I don't even have nails today, honey. But thank you. I've been letting my nails like breathe a little bit. They're still pretty raggedy. I just put on some lotion. Let me put a little bit more lotion on because my hands, with it being so cold outside and just this hard water, like my hands and my nails have been so dry. I can't keep them lotioned up enough. Like as soon as I wash my hands, I need to put something on them because it is terrible. My elbows, everything, honey. Like I've been walking through a salt mine. I do have Vaseline. I need to open that up and just, just really moisturize. But let me get to this live, child. I miss you guys. I miss being on here. I miss going live every day. But I also, hey, Niche, what's good, baby? How are you doing, sweetheart? I hope you are enjoying your day today. Who was that? Kaylin, what's good? You know what, Eric? Please don't start. Please do not make me kick you off of this live, okay? Because I can tell you trying to get started. And I'm on my laptop, so I can get you out of here real quick. If you can behave yourself, you can stay. If you guys can't behave yourself, you got to go. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you. I appreciate it. The 6-7. I can't even see them on here. I hate that. That's why I had to get on here on my laptop so I can see. Yeah, let's get you guys out of here. You guys. Hi, Dinga. You guys are really like acting up. Your hair looks delicious. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get rid of some of these people because they're in here talking trash. If you're going to be in here and talk trash, at least hit the like button. That's number one. Number two, send a super chat or something. Don't come in here talking about you like my hair and all that. You didn't even send a super chat. So to me, you just talking to be talking. But I want to catch up all the money getters on what's been going on with me, what I've been up to. Let me know if you can hear me. Sometimes these little doodads, they go out. I try to charge it up beforehand, so hopefully everything is all good. Thank you. Hit the like button and share and subscribe. You like streams where we just talk. Thank you, Dinga. Thank you for tuning in, especially since it's your first time. Today we'll be catching up on my business, and we'll be talking about a little Cardi B, a little Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has lost her mind. You know what? I try to, as a fan, I try to roll with her, but Nicki Minaj, I feel like something is going on with her. What it is, I don't know, but she needs our prayer. Cardi B, I feel like there's been a lot of dog piling on Cardi B, and I'm not going to dog pile on Cardi B. We're going to talk about what's been going on, but I don't want to dog pile on anybody because I feel like there's only but so much we can take as humans. And just because someone is famous, just because, you know what, Shasta? Get on my chat, Shasta. I don't even know what you think this is, but we're not doing it. Hey, Roxy. OMG, if you haven't been to Roxy, I'm telling you, I want to throw my phone when I saw that that video that you posted of old girl proposing and Valentine's weekend, honey. Oh my gosh. I was just like, you know what? I was too through. I don't know what was worse, her walking in all feeble on a walker or her or her singing, the kids in the background, or her just breaking down crying. I was just like, OMG. When she broke down and cried, like, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, girl. I was like, let me log off. I could barely come on here and post anything after that. I was like, I had to repost that on my wall. Girl, these women are losing their damn mind. Listen, if you want to marry somebody that bad, there's plenty of lifers that are never getting out. But I don't know if I recommend that because some woman married a guy in prison and went to visit him in prison, and he 86'd her right at the prison. But I think that's like, I don't think that's a usual happenstance. I think that's just like way out of the ordinary. But if you're that lonely and desperate, there's plenty of good-looking men. You can marry them right at the prison. Go visit them. They're not going to leave you. They might be doing something with somebody in jail or whatever. But oh, that was a skit. That was a skit. I hope it was a skit. I hope that wasn't real because, girl, I hope it was a skit. Real talk. Yeah, but thank you for hitting the like button, everybody. I appreciate you all for tuning in. But yes, that was too funny, and I'm glad to hear it was a skit and not real. You're gonna tell Clarissa Shields that, please? Oh, she is so funny. Her and Papoose. It's like she's never had a boyfriend, or like she's never had anybody pay attention to her, right? It's like but I know people like that in real life. They've every time they fall in love, it's the same thing. They meet somebody, they fall head over heels for them. I mean, you don't barely hear from them. And then if they break up, they're losing their minds. It's crazy. It's crazy. You're like that too? Tasha, please tell me you're not like that. I can't stand a pick me. I cannot stand a pick me. I cannot stand a male-centered woman. I could never stand it. Even when I was a little girl. I hated women who acted like they couldn't live without a man. I've always been like that. And I've always said I would never be a pick me. Now, that don't mean I haven't been a pick me, because I have, honey. For that ex-husband, I lost my damn mind. But for the most part, even with him, like if he got on my nerves, I'm like, you got to get the hell up out of my face. God forgive me. You got to get away from me. I don't play all that. What's up, Jazzy? What's good with you? We're going to talk about, I want to get rid of some of these trolls first. I don't want them in my business. Let me get rid of y'all. I'm going to put you in timeout. As a matter of fact, hold the phone. Let me see how I can do this. Oh, no. Okay. I'm trying to get it to where, how can I do it where only subscribers can talk? Let me see. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know how to do that. How do I do that, y'all? I only want this to, somebody let me know. See what I mean? All this mess right here. Let me report you first. Report you. I'm going to report you. I'm not just going to get you off the channel. This is harassing me. Report. And then we're going to hide you on the channel. I'm kicking them out, but I want subscriber only mode because I don't feel like it today. We got a lot to discuss, and I don't want them in my chat. You're not sure how to do it either? Girl, let me see. Lord, maybe I'm supposed to do that beforehand, but I thought you're supposed to do it once you get on here. Lord. Let me see. I'm gonna try to get this. I think they're gone. I think they are gone. You can't remember how you do it. I'm gonna have to look it up next time because they are trolling and they are getting on my last damn nerves. Don't like nothing or anything. Just don't hit it. At least hit a super chat. Send me a super chat and you can stand here and do all the shenanigans you want. Send me some type of gift or something, but just to come in my chat and get to carrying on, you're gonna go. You're gonna get reported and you're gonna go. You're gonna have to go to your other channel and troll from there. So yeah. Let me see. Okay. All right. So where were we? We were talking about who. So for those of you who don't know, I did have my surgery. I had and if you look suspicious, if I'm just getting you up out of here anyway, just because you just got to go just to go. Okay. Just that simple. I can't see the chat over here, but hey Lisa J Stocks, how are you doing? Long time no see. I hope you are doing well. It's raining here in Cali. Over here in Cali, it's raining like crazy. My daughter had she had a dress rehearsal. My daughter's an actress, okay, and they have like a showcase, a 3-day showcase. Y'all gotta be at every last day of the showcase. You know, you want your kids to be involved in things. But then it's like when you got to participate, you know. Anyway, so you have to be 3 days watching the same show and supporting and all of that. God, give me the strength. But yes, she's my my middle teen is very much into acting and all of that stuff. So I had to go out and get her there, and it was just pouring down raining. Um, I haven't been live. I went live for a little bit the other day to congratulate all of the creators who were invited to the affiliate shopping program. Before, it used to be that you had to have 10,000 subscribers, and then it was 5,000. I don't quite have 5,000. However, I was invited into the program, and once I said that, a couple of other creators said that they were. So I came on briefly because, again, I just had my surgery a week ago, guys. A week ago. I was so scared to go through that surgery, and I've been documenting my whole LCIS journey with the surgery and all of that. So I'll probably post that for the members only. But for the affiliate shopping program, Roxy, now you can. You used to have to have 10,000 subscribers in order to be able to put those links on your shorts. You can put them on shorts. You can put them on lives. You can put them on your videos. And it's for, like, they have a lot of stores. I noticed they had it wasn't not Nordstrom's, it was Saks Fifth Avenue, Macy's, Target. I did some shorts over the weekend just to test it out, and I also did like a brief video to show you all. But thank you, Lisa, for the jewels. I don't know what they are. I can't see them over here. And I can't see them over here. I can just see that you sent me jewels. But thank you so much for the 2 jewels. I appreciate it. And I miss you guys too. Listen, I was trying to go live for real on Friday, but I didn't have on a camera, and I was just too out of it. The girls who have been through the LCIS journey, I always tell you guys about Facebook groups. So the other girls was like, oh, it wasn't as painful. It was just the anesthesia. I've had knee surgery before. When they put you to sleep with that propofol, let me just tell you, I understood why Michael Jackson wanted it every night. God rest his soul. When I woke up from that surgery, I've had a couple of surgeries, but in my youth, back in my young youth, okay? When I woke up from that surgery, I woke up and, like, briefly, I was just like, oh my gosh, it was so euphoric. It was the best feeling ever. This time I woke up from the surgery, I was choking and choking. I'm just choking. And they had like some little, the little sponges at the end of the stick where you could just suck. I'm like, give me something. I'm choking. Then I kind of go back out. And then I come back too. And I'm choking again. I'm like, give me some damn water. And so they have ice chips, like a little bit of ice chips. I'm like, can you get me some more of them damn ice chips? Because I'm choking like crazy. So they give me some more ice chips. And then it was an outpatient thing. So they wanted me the hell up out of there because I was carrying on. I was like, give me some more ice chips. They was being so selfish and stingy with the ice chips. But they gave me another cup of ice chips, very little ice chips. So I went on home, and my daughter drove me to the hospital. And I had her carry me by Chick-fil-A. Honey, that Chick-fil-A soup, I had just had it for the first time. I made some chicken at home, but I was like, I don't want that damn chicken. I don't want that baked chicken. I want some chicken noodle soup because I had been like almost 24 hours without eating. So, my big self was hungry. I had surgery twice when I was little. The second one is back when I was 14. I have a physical disability. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miguel. I hope you're feeling good today. My surgery was for, what I had was called an incisional biopsy. Breast biopsy is just like a lumpectomy. The only difference is the intention of the surgery and as you can see, you can't even tell. I have plenty of boobs still there. So that's why I'm doing this whole thing, because when I grew up, women always, especially women who look like me, They hated to discuss anything that had to relate to breast cancer. It all seems so scary. You got to lose your boobs. You might croak, all of that. And I said, you know what, God, what I have, I caught early, and it's more so a predictor of my probability of my chances of getting breast cancer have increased, but that doesn't mean I'll ever get it. And like I said, the surgery I have is the same thing as a lumpectomy, but a lumpectomy, they already know you have cancer, and they're going in to cut the tissue out. What I had was an excisional biopsy, meaning that when you have a regular biopsy, they'll probably just put a local anesthetic and do they'll take a long needle and go deep inside and get a piece. Oh no. I had to learn how to walk all over again too, Miguel, but I didn't have surgery for it. Let me turn off my little side heater. It's getting, do you wear braces now? And I hope your walking is better. God bless you. And so a lumpectomy, they already know that you have breast cancer, so they're removing the tissue. A biopsy is they found calcifications that are suspicious, and they basically take a long needle, take some of the tissue out. And when they did that with me, because I had a mammogram in 2024, and they saw some tiny specks that were grouped together, and the radiologist wanted a biopsy on them to be sure. And they did a biopsy, and it came back that I had LCIS, lobular carcinoma in situ, which is stage 0 cancer, and or pre-cancer. It used to be cancer, but nowadays it's not really cancer because you can only see it. You can't touch it and feel it, and it's very small, very small. So basically, you're welcome, Miguel. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. Basically, what they want to do is monitor it to make sure that it doesn't become cancer. Well, that was 2024. They opted not to go further with it. 2025, the radiologist was like, look, I asked for a bigger sample last year. Why didn't they do that? So my doctor was like, well, we didn't do it because we didn't feel like we needed to. A bunch of BS. Anyway, so, oh, it's a crow just sitting on top of my house. Oh, get the hell away from my, just sitting on top of my house. Jesus, get them on away from my house. But listen, it is raining, but still, I don't like that. You know what, Oldenburger, your mama, for real, your mama's your favorite chubby YouTuber. Get the hell off my page. That was too funny. Y'all better start playing with me today. I don't know what's wrong with the people on the chat. I haven't been on here in a while. I guess it's the time of day. I don't know. But y'all hit my damn like button for me and subscribe to my channel before I get off this thing. I'm just playing. I can't be I can't be ran off like that. So anyway. Don't start none, won't be none. Where was I at in my story? Anyway, y'all. So the doctor wanted to get a bigger piece. Basically, what they do is they go in your boob, they slice it open, they split it apart, they go all the way deep down, get a chunk of tissue, the suspicious tissue, and the good tissue around it, send it to the lab, and they come back and let you know if you got cancer or not. I'm already prayed up. I'm already basically accepting that I don't. Girl, boy, what would I do if they told me I did? My kids be like, Mama, you want cancer so bad. No, I don't. But I feel like at the stage that I am, if I were to have it, it's very early, very treatable. And I don't know why your mom is so mad that she's chubby, Richter. Why the hell is your mom so mad that she's ugly? Why was your mom so mad the day you were born? That's what I want to know. Um, God forgive me, Charity. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. But I troll back. I troll back. So, hey, Simply, what's good with you? Thank you for tuning in. Simply had a beautiful live earlier about dating, guys. If you haven't caught that, go back and watch the replay. I was tuned in the whole time. I was doing other things. When I'm editing, I like to turn on, if I never told you guys this, thank you. It's raining, so it's dark today. So you don't, unless I turn on my light, it looks kind of different. So this is the first time I've ever been on, and it's looked like this. Um, they are so frustrating, but I'm gonna get them up out of here. I'm gonna get them up out of here, guys. Don't even worry about it. Please hit the like button for your girl. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But Simply had a great chat going about dating. Like I said, I was tuned in when I'm editing videos or when I'm plotting and planning and strategizing. I come on YouTube and I look for one of my peeps. Okay. And usually what happens is I don't see anybody live. So I was surprised to see Simply live this morning of all people. So I was glad I was able to catch you. And you did very beautifully. I know you said you don't have a niche, but I think sometimes people don't realize your niche, you are the niche, right? You just getting on talking like Jazzy does really good at that. Snacks, aka Kendall Raising King, she's good at just getting on and just vibing out. Sometimes that's what it is. You are the vibe. The you are the you are the niche. So don't be intimidated about that. You know what I mean? Do not be intimidated about that at all. Just get on and do you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You never went out on a date, but you hung out with females just as friends. Absolutely. Do you Simply? And who gave me a super chat? Thank you. I'm sorry. You stop dating people are horrible. You know what? I think a lot of us are starting to see that, especially at my age. I'm almost 50. So I know what I'm talking about. No. Um, and my mom would say, Charity, God's gonna send you somebody. And I'd be like, girl, please, I don't want God to do that for me right now. Like that's not my bag right now. I got plenty of people in my inbox. And I'm always like, get out my damn inbox, you know? You got to get a new laptop. Mm. Yes, I don't believe in quick moves. I'm 31 years old. These days are about dating apps. That's what I'm telling you. Go check out Simply. That's what she was talking about today, dating apps. And thanks for the super chat. I don't know if I said that, but she was talking about dating apps and all that. These people are, it's the same person. Like I got a bot today and I'm going to report you every time. I would just let you stay, but I don't want you getting on my chat's nerves. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get you out of here every time. If somebody knows, please tell me how I can put it on subscriber only. Honey, everybody can see that I'm chubby. Everybody can see that I'm big, honey. Ain't no hiding that. And I'm big and beautiful, and I know you wish your mama looked as good as me. I know you wish you looked as good as me. You're probably just like a bot. It's like a bot, like somebody sends these bots through or whatever. and they just have a good time. Thank you for subscribing to her. I don't listen if, and that's for whoever's doing it. It could be somebody I know. It could be anybody, literally, on here trying to annoy me and get me off my square. That's not gonna happen. So yeah, please do not resort to their level, please, because that's what they want to do. Is that's their goal. They don't have anything going for themselves. They hate themselves. They're losers. Only a loser would come and troll a chat. Same comment go with, yes, it's a bot or something like that. I feel like people send these bots out to your channel, whatever like that, and they want to really knock you off your square so that your chat doesn't go smoothly and so that people will just leave. And but I'm gonna get rid of them every time. So next time, guys, I will find out how to how to moderate this better so that we don't have to go through that. So it's only people on here who subscribe to my channel. If I knew how to do it, I would do it from here. I have no idea how to do it, or else I would. And whoever this is, they have a lot of. That's why I said it's a bot. It's a bot or something. Because here they come back again and again and again with the same type of rhetoric. And usually, you know, so, I wish I could say your name right. I'm going to call you Suya. I think I'm saying it right. Suya, thanks for holding me down in the chat. You're number one right now. I appreciate you. I'm just going to try to say it instead of focusing on them because that's what they want, the attention and the focus on them. If you guys see them in there, report them. Report them, and that'll make them go away too. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miguel. I appreciate you. You know what? Next time I'll make sure that I have it right, Miguel. I hope you followed. And next time I'll make sure that I have my chat moderated because I know that sucks to be a part of a live and then you got a bunch of trolls. That's why they do it, so people will leave and so that they can make us have a miserable time. But we're going to get this right. Hey, Ann, thanks for tuning in. How are you today? I hope you are having a great day today. Me, I am. Won't no troll stop my shine. You know what I'm saying? Won't no troll stop my shine. Somebody has sent a bot to my channel. Somebody has definitely sent a bot to my channel because there's no way that that this person is this relentless. That's right. Get out of the house. I'm doing good. My surgery went well. My doctor gave me some Norco, which I have still yet to be able to get because Kaiser, that's my health insurance here in California. Kaiser isn't everywhere. I think it's just in. Hey, Ashley, what's good? How are you today? I think it's just in Nevada and Arizona, maybe California. But Kaiser was on a strike, so I didn't get to go get it. But I didn't really need it, I guess. Um, and so I wasn't in a lot of pain though. What did happen was the anesthesia had me a little bit messed up, right? So I felt like somebody had just like pulled my arms apart. My stomach was messed up, and I was just like having a choking feeling, like my stomach was in a huge knot. But after 2 days of just drinking water and drinking, uh, for the first couple of days after the surgery, my best friend was those medicine balls from Starbucks and chicken noodle soup from Chick-fil-A. They were my best friends. So, adios, Miguel. Adios. Have a good day. Um, so yeah, outside of that, like I said, we're gonna do a little talk about Cardi B, Peach McIntyre. I haven't really been following her, Peach McIntyre, but I've seen Roxy, of course. Roxy, she will not let up on her, and I see that she said somebody said something about she has to move, or she may have to move. It did take the anesthesia a little bit. It was a couple of days, because who knows what they gave me when they first put me under. The anesthesiologist was like, "You're gonna feel a little weird." I felt like I was being suffocated. Okay, but then after a while, it just went away, and I fell asleep. Oh, it's going to take me by March. Oh, that Peach has to move by March. I know I've heard something about it, but I don't know. That's a lot of moving. Like, I know her kids are tired of moving. Like, I hate moving. Like, I'm moving from where I'm at, where I'm located at. Hopefully before, I keep saying it, but hopefully for real, before the new year. They didn't renew her lease. Hey, TSM, how are you? I hope you are doing well too, sir. It's been a while. Thank you. I had to get new glasses. I have to get new glasses every single year. Like, I either scratch them up or I just can't see like the other ones I had. You guys know I was always doing like this. And not these are progressive. This is my first time with progressives, but I still need to do this. But I'm at least able to see on my laptop. But I had to get new glasses again because every year I need stronger glasses. I've been okay. I had surgery last week. That went well. I was so scared, y'all. I was so scared. I was so scared. But at my age, once you get 50, once you get 40, you got to do the mammograms. You got to do the colonoscopies. You got to get your prostate checked, fellas. You got to get the prostate checked. It's just a part of growing up. It's a part of growing up. And if we don't do it, if we delay it, if we allow fear and being uncomfortable with she Pumpkin Patch said she bought that house. They did try to say she bought that house. I was hoping that she did for the sake of her and her children. Health is a must. Absolutely, TSM. So I was saying this earlier before I got distracted, but that's why I decided to document my journey. But I won't have the whole journey on public. So if you're not a member, I suggest you get a membership because I'm going to start putting a lot of content on just the members only, things that are personal, things that are private, and things that are just for my bona fide subscribers and people who really have shown me love and who have shown that they genuinely care and are praying for me. Because just because somebody say they're for you, that doesn't mean that they are. And I might even have family and friends who can see on my channel, and I don't want them in my business either. It ain't none of y'all business either, honey. I only want people who genuinely care, who are, like I said, bona fide money getters. You can come, and I know you're a bona fide money getter because you got a membership and because you just show your intentions for me all the time. And I'll let you my business. But I will share my testimony as far as go get the surgery if you need surgery. Don't let the fear of surgery stop you from showing up for yourself and taking care of yourself. Don't let a little poke in the prod or somebody having to go up your behind or check your little, you know, take care of yourself because it can make the difference between them catching it early and saving your life or telling you there's nothing we can do. You can't be more afraid of the procedure than getting cancer. Cancer, once you get cancer and it gets aggressive, it becomes to a point where there's nothing they can do. If they catch it early, they can cut it up out you, give you some chemo, and send you on your way. And I know lots of people who have had cancer diagnosis and they're here 20, 30 years later. So just because you get cancer, that doesn't mean that it's the end. So at least that's what I'm praying for myself. And that's my whole thing. Same as our age, I blame it over 45. Oh, yep. When I turned, I always had 20/20 vision simply. And as soon as I turned 40, and the cell phones too, and I have a blue, that's why you see the little glare. I always have that on my glasses, but if I don't have on glasses, I literally cannot see. I cannot. So I have on glasses all the time, and it changed from 20/20 to blind and like that. And when you turn 40, you notice a difference. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? Simply, some people did um, when I got demonetized. Well, I wasn't demonetized. I was unverified. But when my account was unverified, they did pause the memberships. And then after a while, you had to reactivate your membership. Sounds scary that you have to get checkups on your 40s as I drink. I have been drinking a lot of alcohol and I'm 37. I hope I can change my job. You know what? I had to leave my job. I'm going to be honest with you, Suya. I had to leave my job. It was very stressful. Honey, I got high blood pressure and all kinds of stuff. So, our health is more important than money. I know we have to survive and we have kids and we don't want to be broke. But if you're sick and you're going through high blood pressure and stuff, then what? So you had to make a choice and just trust God. That's what I did. Was mine cancer? No. No, and not no, and it's not cancer. Okay. You left corporate America for that and took less pay to survive. But you seem so happy in that peace. You seem so happy in that peace simply, and I know you feel so much better mentally. Mentally, there's nothing better or nothing more important than your peace of mind. I mean, it's just worth everything. But Suya, I quit smoking cigarettes in 2022, and I quit drinking alcohol in 2023. Smoking was a bad habit for me. I hated it, so I had to quit. But drinking was just something I used to just like to do. But I could go months without drinking, and it wasn't like I had. Well, I guess I did have a problem because when you go to the doctor and they ask you how many drinks have you had in a week, I would always be like, dang, I had a drink this week. And so I would go months and not drink. So, but yeah, definitely quit drinking. Sugar is bad for you. Alcohol is bad for you. The only thing that's good to drink is water. Money can't buy peace. And when you know how to get it, you learn to be absolutely. And I think that's what I had to learn too. Like, after you had a cancer scare in 2018, I got, I think in 2018, sorry, y'all. After I had that surgery, I've been coughing and choking a little bit. But in 28, I try to quit smoking over the years, and I would quit for like a year or two, a month here and there. And finally, I quit in 2018, but finally, when COVID came, I really got serious about it, and I quit for 6 months. I mean, in 2020, then I quit for 6 months, start smoking again. But 2022 was when I finally was done with cigarettes for good. So yeah. But yes, I had to learn when I left my job that I had to trust God because I felt like, or I feel like I was trusting myself and what I could do more than I was trusting God. And that's what was keeping me in a position that I no longer needed to be in, number one. And that's what was keeping me in that stressful position because once I finally said, you know what, I'm done, a heavy weight lifted off of my shoulders. And I began to feel better. I began to sleep better. That constant feeling of just, it began to go away, you know. I got it at Walmart. You know what? Stop playing with me. But I could even put it in here. Let me see how I can test that out. Let me see. Uh, you're supposed to be able to put it on right here. Oh, okay. Let me see. Mm, I'm gonna see if I can tag the desk. Mm. Yo, it went down too. Do you guys see it? The gaming desk and chair. Now you can change the lights. It comes with. Did it come up there? Did it pin? Let me see. You know what? Did it pin in there, guys? Hmm. I don't know if it went in there. Okay. The biggest change I hit when I hit 40 was when I got divorced. It was finalized probably a few years after that. But the biggest change was my health. I think my health is what changed. Um, I think I had to finally start. And it was like a veil lifted up from over my eyes. I used to probably be more dependent on people, dependent on work, dependent more on myself. You don't see anything? Oh, you see it? You can see it? Mm. I'm trying to figure it out too. Like, the glasses are Versace. Um, I don't know. Um, but I didn't get the desk for you. Let me see if I can get the desk. Um, I mean the chair. We're going to take the desk off. I guess you can only do one. Let me see. Walmart. I don't know. I guess you can only do one product. But if you go to Walmart and you go to that gaming chair, I don't know what I plan to get on next. This one, oh, there it is. I see the gaming. If you click on there, you can get to the gaming chair too, because they have it as a set. When I got it, I got the gaming chair and I got the desk individually, but it looks like the gaming desk is $80. It was $120 when I got it. So I would click on there and then go ahead and get your desk and your chair combo from Walmart. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Have a good one. Where are you from, Suya? So yeah, good night. Have a good night's rest. So yeah, Nancy Guthrie. Where the hell is Nancy Guthrie at? Have you guys been following along with Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mother? I feel like, God forgive me, I hope that I'm wrong, but I feel like, allegedly, okay? You sent a mystery gift, Jazzy? What's the mystery gift? I can't never see what my gifts are. I never get to see them. But thank you, Jazzy. I feel like, what do you guys think? What do you think happened to that lady? Where do you think she at? I feel like the ransom is just somebody like one of these trolls who knows computers real well and is just sitting in some country somewhere just sending stuff to TMZ to mess with TMZ. Yeah, I see it too. Click the desk, and it's going to take you to Walmart, and it's going to take you to the desk and the chair and all that. I tried to put the chair up too, but I couldn't do it. So let me see. I couldn't get it to go off. I don't know what I'm doing, and it's in the chat too. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out for next time. But especially since you guys, I'm always being asked about the desk. Over on TikTok, I posted the desk and the chair, and the gamers are on me. Like, they come and like and share this video that I did. So I'm going to do another video. Make sure you follow me, Austin. I'm going to reshare the video over here, and I'll post the link right to the, when I get off of here, off this live, I'm going to reshare it on my channel so that you can go right to it. But like my mind is all over the place. So I'll try to stay focused. But when I first got the chair and the desk, I bought them separately. I paid almost $300, like $2 something for it. But you can get them cheaper now. So definitely get it. The chair is very sturdy. As you can see, all the trolls said, you're not going to comment. I don't want to say because I feel like there's power in the tongue, so I won't say what I really feel. But allegedly, I feel, in my opinion, one of them family members has something to do with her disappearance. There's no kidnapper. That's just somebody. But then at the same time, it was like, why was somebody like lurking around her house? Why was somebody lurking around the house and just messing around, like kind of like they wasn't really messing with the doorbell? It seemed like somebody wanted, like, in case if detectives came back later, they wanted to make it look like it was a prowler. That's what it seems like they wanted to do, to make it look like there was a prowler. But from my experience in law enforcement, okay, and from watching First 48 and watching crime detective shows, reading newspapers, and just being smart. Why in the hell would a stranger go in Nancy's house and go kidnap her if they were there to rob the place? They will wait till she's gone. She's an old lady. They will wait till she's gone, bop her over the head, or do whatever they're going to do there and take whatever they're going to take and be gone. Why would they leave with her? Why would they leave with her? And then if somebody kidnapped her for money, it's been, what are we on, week 3? Well, they kidnapped her on the 1st. Today is what, the 16th? So what? 15 days later, we're going into week 3. If they had intentions on, and if you haven't hit my like button, please hit my like button. Right? They don't want her. What they going to do with her? If they wanted the money, Savannah said, look, I'm going to give you the money. She's very valuable to us. She's very valuable to us. Like, we want the money. I mean, they're basically saying, what Savannah was basically said is, look, we want our mom dead or alive. That's how valuable. Just let us know where she is. And nobody came for no ransom, because guess what? That's somebody, a troll, trolling TMZ, trolling the news stations, because they never sent it to Savannah. They never sent it to the FBI. Look, this is where she is. They never sent proof of life. No, but it's not somebody who knows her. That's a ruse. That's somebody I could be wrong, simply. I could be wrong. I don't think anyone is trying to get a ransom. I think somebody's trying to troll them, because they don't even want the ransom. If they wanted the ransom, well, they're trolling them because they don't have proof of life. If they had proof of life, if they had a video of her somewhere gagged, or if they had a video of her or whatever, and they could prove that they had her, they would have sent the money. I think her family would have sent the money. Bless you. I think somebody is trying to throw the case off. What I thought was, whatever happened to her happened at 9 p.m. and then they went back. They went back and got her. I believe they did whatever they did at 9 p.m. They went back and got her. And then all that with the ski mask and all that, that was to throw detectives off. But, we'll never know, because Kash Patel and this administration's FBI, it's like, what are you guys doing? How do you not have, remember when Jussie Smollett faked that kidnapping? They had video all over the city. Now, where she's from, these houses are like, okay, there's a house here. You drive down the road, there's a house there. And where she lives at, there's not a lot of businesses, and it's really dark. So it would be harder for detectives to, trace everything. But since they asked people for videotape to check their cameras and stuff like that, a lot of people have come out with videos of somebody prowling around that area. So that could be something too. But why? I just can't get my head around, why would a prowler take her? Unless he took her and did whatever somewhere else and hid her, and they just haven't found her. Because a lot of times, just like, what was her name? What was that girl in Utah? Remember her in Utah? But this is in the 2020s, before we had cameras and all of that. I thought she was gone. And I was wrong. The whole time she was in her family's backyard, and she could hear them screaming her name and looking for her. The whole time she could hear them, like they were this close, and they just happened to pass her up, and they only had a tent. Now, that just goes to show you how dumb the police are, because how you let somebody kidnap somebody in the woods with a tent? They don't even have a car. Right under your nose. Right under their nose. But I'm going to pray. I'm going to continue to pray for Nancy and her family. And I hope and pray that whoever did it, that, that it is revealed who did it, whether she's alive or gone. And I hope that her body and her person is recovered. And I hope that, you know, um, there's some resolution and that this is not something where years from now, like we're still wondering what happened to Joan Bonet. And if you guys see something, say something, not just in this case. There's people out there that know what happened to somebody's loved one. You know it's your husband, you know it's your brother. Like with Naziah. That poor baby. If Jarvis Butt's sister didn't say nothing, I don't believe that they would have caught him, because guess what? Her auntie and her grandmother sure wasn't going to say anything. If that sister hadn't said, I seen that baby with my brother, because she knew her brother was a perv, but what she should have said, and I'm not blaming her because her brother did it, but what she should have did was got right on that horn and said, you know what? I just went by my brother's shop and it's a little girl over there and it looks suspicious. It looks suspicious. And my brother, I know he's a perv and I know he shouldn't have kids around him. And I know that girl, that woman, I know it probably eats her up inside all the time. He admitted it. He did it now, but he hasn't said where she is. He said he threw her in the river. And her clothes were off. I believe her clothes were off because he didn't just throw her in the river. He did whatever he was going to do to her one last time. And I believe that guy that was there with him probably helped him and they got rid of her. And it was so callous, and he did it so callous. And the way he did it, it was like, no, he didn't think nobody was going to tell. Her family waited a whole day before they even reported her, and that's so sad. But if his sister hadn't said anything, then, and to hear that he was messing with his own child, my whole thing is, why give him a plea? He shouldn't have been given a plea, but I guess they wanted a plea so they could at least find out what happened to Naziah and find her body. Without the plea, they probably wouldn't know where to even begin to look for her. Poor baby. Poor baby. And I was just like, God, why? Why do babies have to go through things like this? Her mother was already messed up and probably thought to herself, but her mom, you're already messed up. And I think that's where people go wrong too. You put your children in the hands of the same people who hurt you. Your own mother let you get hurt Naziah's mom. Her mother allowed her to be hurt by her husband, and that's why she was messed up. And then now she allowed Naziah, but like that era of women, and I'm so glad I'm not that era of woman. And if you were raised in that era, let the sun come out tomorrow, bottom dollar. That era of women that, don't tell on people, that protects the perverts, that protects the offenders, that's scared to say anything. Okay, you scared to tell the police, you scared you get the kids taken, you're scared for whatever reason, but why in the hell are you still letting the pervert come around? That I'll never get. If you scared to tell, why the hell do you let a pervert come in and have his pick? There was a lot of little girls. And then his baby mama had like 5 kids by him. So he was messing with his child and a child as young as 4. This man was able to just do what he wanted to do. And women just let him do it. He didn't look that good. He didn't look that good at all. And it's just sad, because why would you want to lay with somebody mess with a 4-year-old, mess with your daughter? One of the kids told, and they made the kids lie. I want to see the grandmother and those aunties pay for what they did too. I heard, I don't know if it's true, I heard the auntie got immunity. I want the auntie and the grandmother, I want them to pay too. I want to see that woman lose her children. because you already allowed your child to be touched. She should lose her children, and also the grandmother should be charged, and they should never be able to have kids again in their possession. Never. And I think one of her cousins' names was Roxy, and she found out about it and she tried to report it, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. You know, she did tell, she did say something, and the grandmother had them lying. Poor Naziah. But like I said, if one of you guys know where Nancy is, one of you guys, people say, well, what about all the black children that's reported missing because somebody's not telling? That's one thing. The detectives can only do so much. As you can see, they have the FBI, they have Pima County, Pima detectives. They have the whole world eyeballs on this case. And you always need that one piece of evidence. You always need that one person that will speak out and say, hey, my brother was acting suspiciously. Or a child that says, you know what, I heard, but people are scared. People are paralyzed with fear. People feel like, what would happen to me, or what would happen to my parents if I tell? What would happen to my husband? I still love my husband. I don't want to tell on him. But if the person you're with, your mother, your father, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, if they would do that to somebody else, what would they do to you? And think about that person that they did it to. Who else was like that? Like that little boy. What's his? I think the pastor's name is T.D. Hutton or whatever. That little boy that he had come on and apologize for telling on him. Listen, I see so much on the internet. All of it is a lot of trolling to me. I see a lot of different things go on. Let me see. Let me see if I can find out what that man's name is. Let me go to my Facebook. But a lot of this stuff I don't, lend a lot of credence to, especially if I haven't done a lot of research on it. But immediately, when I saw this guy, like, first of all, if the boy accused you, and even if he was lying, it's inappropriate for you to put a child on the internet to apologize to you for what you say was a lie. If that child lied on you, then what you need to do is you need to get that child help, not put that child on the internet, right? So, and then his mom was sitting right there. Then they had a video. It was supposed to be the child's birthday. The child was in his unmentionables, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I feel like the more I talk about it, the more I'm a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Of exploiting this child. But the video that I saw, I was like, what in the world? And what kind of mother would allow this to happen? The mother is sick and probably mental, because a lot of people have children. You got to realize anybody can have a damn baby. A dog, an ape can have a child. Just because a woman can prop her legs open and have a child. And that's the one thing that it took me. It took me forever to understand. Just because a woman can lay down and have a baby does not mean that she's a mother. Just because a man can put his dangling in a woman and get her and drop his seed, that doesn't make him a father. Anybody can do that, right? And so that's why so many children being born to people, to sperm donors and sperm receptacles who are not fit to be parents. They're just not. And guess who got to pay the price for that? The children. They're hurt. It's just messed up. It's really messed up. And And then what can you do? Because even if child services goes in, it's like, okay, you get the kid, and then it's like a crapshoot because once that kid gets into the system, who's to say that that child won't end up with somebody else who's messed up? So, but anyway, like I said, that situation, the guy who made the little boy get on, uh, go live and say that he lied on him wasn't even the child's father. He was like the child's cousin or something. And the mother was right there not protecting her child. And this guy's supposed to be a pastor. And the pictures he took with those kids, and oof, just the way he had those kids arching their eyebrows and stuff like that so they would look more, and it was just crazy, y'all. It's very crazy. Peach McIntyre, of all people, his name is TD McNutt. Okay. Peach McIntyre said she was going to do a report on him. Girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere and go worry about your own children who you have wood watching all day long, all they're saying is, I don't see any updates, but I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let me see. I'm reading The Root. The.com has a something on him. It says Florida pastor T.D. McNutt faces new outrage after teen accusers coerced apology video sparks concern. The little boy looks so nourished just months after being arrested on charges of cruelty toward a child. A Florida pastor is once again at the center of a national firestorm, um, but this time by his own hand, according to TikTok users. A controversial live Facebook broadcast featuring the pastor's teenage accuser has gone viral for all the wrong reasons, prompting child protection advocates to call for an immediate intervention in a disturbing new development. Um, to catch you up, the controversy surrounding Pastor T.D. McNutt, leader of the Transformation Empowerment Worship Center in West Palm Beach, first started in December. School officials allegedly noticed injuries from a bloody nose, busted lip, and marks on the back, arms, legs, and chest of Kieranardo Gates, his reported foster son. He was arrested, abuse with great bodily harm, a third-degree felony. He posted bond. So the school reported him, not even the child. The school reported that he had been abusing the child. His mother, Carmisha, his biological father is in jail, and the child issued apology for invading our home and to everyone for the disrespect, manipulation, and lying on dad, not being a good son. That is crazy. So the teachers already reported him. What type of investigation is going on? This is in Florida, guys. Florida, what type of investigation are you doing? Obviously, you're not doing a good one. Let me see if I could turn this up so you guys can hear this lady. Let me see. You're not doing a good one. Let me see if I could turn this up so you guys can hear this. Oh, let me turn my. Let me see. You're not doing a good one. That was me. Let me see. Okay.
He is the godfather of these little boys right now. This whole situation is making me so uncomfortable because I feel like he is grooming these children. It's another video circulating where he is tickling a little boy for his birthday. The mom proceeded to smack him on the, back behind, and he proceeded to smack him too. And then he's in little tiny, not boxer briefs, but tiny whities. This made me so uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable in the video, so uncomfortable after he smacked him on a, you know what? He proceeded to put the cover on top of him and hold it down. If you haven't seen the court documents is in my last video, basically explaining, because he went to jail behind this. DCF got involved and everything. Now he made the little boy is 16, 17. He made him the teenager. Actually, I keep saying little boy, he's a teen. He made him come out with an apology video saying all that stuff was a lie. Here is the photo. I'm gonna keep my head over it, but here's the photo. He's in a little girl. He's in a girl room. Everything in this room is pink, and there's unicorn decorations in his room. He also takes them to get their eyebrows done. That's the icing on the cake. If y'all don't think this grooming, then I don't know what else is. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Right in front of our face. Right in front of our face. Which is crazy. That's right in front of our face. Right in front of the public. It's in plain sight. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Now, if everybody else can see it, why can't the judge and the investigator see it? That's what I want to know. Why can't the judge and everybody else see it? It's definitely grooming, but in this case, you know, the public outcry, you know, people are calling in, so I hope that changes things for the little guy. I hope that the legal system does what they need to do, and that they watch it, and that they take a closer look at what's going on, because ain't no way. Let's see, we did Nancy, we did me, we talked about a bunch of other stuff. Cardi B, have you guys saw the Cardi B clips of her tour? Cardi B, you're having a good time. Cardi B, I like that for you. The judge, was he Caucasian in this case? I don't know. Because he posted bond. So I don't know if he posted bond. I don't know if he have to go to court, because he just went to court in December. So, and this guy is really sick, because if you did it or not, you're not supposed to have anything to do with the victim, right? So for him to be on there with the victim, he must really have the mother scared. He's probably messing with the mother, and they're calling him the cousin. The mother and him must not really be, I don't think that the mom is probably really his blood relative. So, because why would you let your cousin do that to your child? But like I said, I've seen people do the most, it's like the most crazy things for people. Like, you don't have, why would you have more allegiance to somebody that's not your child or grandchild than you do to your own child? This is not even your blood. It's just a stranger. You, like, who was it? D.L. Hughley, when his daughter came to him and told him that his friend had touched her, D.L. Hughley said he didn't believe it. Why wouldn't you believe your child? Oh, you hope she bounced back. You hate she added another child to her plate. Though, yes, she can afford, but she picked another offset. She didn't heal right. And I think that's what a lot of us do. We don't heal. I know I didn't heal in my youth, in my young youth, honey. I was out there having a good time. That's why us old heads, we see it for what it is. And we try to tell these young girls, but they got to learn too. They got to learn too. And Cardi, you know, Cardi, you a former stripper. Cardi, you was just married. Cardi, you supposed to be a gangster. I expect you to be better street smart than that. But Stefan is fine. And some people say, oh, Stefan, he is ugly. Stefan is fine. His daddy fine. The brothers are fine. Stefan looks good. And I could see him talking to her up out of her, you know, drawers. He just had a baby in September. 4 babies in a year for him. He ain't serious. No. I talked about this last year. I said, Cardi, just have your fun, girl. Like, this is just fun. My grandmother told me this about somebody I was very serious about. This is before I was married. I was very, and I had been dating this guy for a while. We dated for a few years. I was crazy about him. And my grandmother said, sometimes we like somebody, but they don't like us like we like them. And I wanted to claw my grandmother's eyes out because when she said it was not the time for her to say that to me. But I'll never forget what she said to me. And I know that she was right. Sometimes you just having fun. Now, although this person had told me, I want to marry you someday, I want you to be my wife, although we were always hanging out together, we did everything together, we went out, we vacationed, he still was just having fun. I don't care, ladies, and this is what I tell my daughters, listen, until he shows you that he is crazy about you, and some people say, well, Steph, I knew she was just hurt. First of all, you knew you was just hurt. You know, you knew you were just hurt. Don't expect somebody to take better care of you than you take care of yourself. Because I'm not going to take care of the next person better than I take care of me, or better than if you will accept it. No, I'm just playing. But I got my head on my shoulders, right? Men won't tell you that. Sometimes they will tell you what they want to hear. But men will show you. And what was her name? Spiritual whistleblower. She talked about reverse breakup. I've had that happen to me before. And I've heard my bros, my cousins. I even heard guys I've dated say, hey, I'm going to go. This is what I'll do. I will go and get into an argument with her. We'll get mad. I'll make her feel like she did something. She might not even do nothing. Piss her off so I can leave and go kick it with another girl. Guys do it all the time. It's a red herring. It's gaslighting you. When a guy does something like that, I think, who was it? Tristan Thomas. He is that his name? Tristan Thompson, the one that goes with Chloe. Like he constantly was cheating on her, constantly having more babies. And somebody said he don't like Chloe. He doesn't like her because if he liked her, he wouldn't keep, like he cheating like right close to home. Same thing that we see with Wood and Peach. Like this man went to your kid's school with a teacher and started dating her. And she gonna say, well, he always says we were broke up. Of course you were broke up. He did something or said something so you could break up so that he could go date the kid's teacher. Okay. Just like when you and your braider had a disagreement, he wanted to break up with you then. It wasn't even that he wanted to cheat with the braider. He wanted to break up with you. Wood has been trying to break up with Peach since Peach has been 16 or 17 years old. He's been trying to break up with homegirl for years. I mean, if somebody drives past you and you're at the bus stop, I think it was raining, they want to break up. If somebody goes upside your mama head with a vacuum, they want to break up. If somebody cheats with your kid's school teacher, they want to break up. She's his old standby. She's always there, though. She's always there. And you have to be careful of being a man's old standby. Because if you're his old standby, if he can always count on you in the clutch, no matter how he treats you, no matter how many times he cheats on you, then all you're showing him is that you're a doormat. And even if you go on and move on, like with Cardi and Offset has been able to humiliate Cardi. He's been able to cheat. He's been able to spend money. He's been able to go out and gamble. He's been able to do what he's been doing for the last several years. So now it's kind of hard for him to accept that he can't do it anymore. He still wants to keep doing that. She's been his purse and she's been his old standby for the last 7 years. She's not his wife. She's just the person that takes all his BS. And that's, I did a little short on TikTok. And that's just what I just come to learn. It's a learning lesson for us all. Like, if you break up with one person, take that time to heal without the mattress mambo stuff, if you know what I mean, without uh hit my like button for me, guys. Without, dating. Don't date for a while. I mean, I know if you've been in a relationship, it's gonna be hard to not date or to not have male attention. But you kind of got to give yourself that time to heal. Like cry, get your Ben and Jerry's, get your Haagen Dazs, get your cupcakes, cry, and get you a therapist. Do you some healing. Go on a vacation with your girls. Go back to the gym. Before you know it, he's going to come calling back and crawling back anyway, because men can never accept that you move on. They want you to move on, but they don't want you to move on. So whenever you move on, they're going to come back. So you got to get over that hump of him trying to come back because he sees that he wasn't all that. Okay. So once you get past all that and you move on, after about 90 days, then maybe you can get back in that pool and test the waters. But by that time, if you did it right, if you healed, if you saw a therapist, if you went on a vacation, dropped about 15 pounds, maybe gained 15 pounds because, oh boy, you had your eating all messed up because he was taking you through, cut your hair, grow your hair, whatever, get your groove back. Once you do that, the guys are going to come calling. The guys is always there, baby. The men are always there. You don't have to prove. But I think so many people call Cardi ugly. So many people, Offset had her thinking nobody else would want her with 3 kids. And it got to her. That's why she continues to get plastic surgery and things like that, because, people have been so hard on her. And I don't want to be hard on her. She's a human being. And for people to call her stupid, say you were dumb. I mean, it was a bonehead move to make with Stefan. But, and then it's rumored that, Stefan's best friend is actually a woman that Offset cheated with. So that's crazy. Like, I think Cardi was just like, okay, this your homeboy. You want to keep cheating on me? I'm going to cheat on you too. She wanted to look like what he was cheating with, so he stopped. But we can't. No, you can't change men. And you will always be looked at as a HO. You know what I mean? The woman would always look like that. You can't beat a man. You will never. That's just the way the world is. And that's because men, I mean, we're the weaker sex. It's just the way things are set up. We will never be able to beat a man at his own game. It will never look the same. Offset can go out and cheat, and if Cardi does, she's gonna look a certain way. And then you have a baby now, and I just don't know what made her think to herself, wait a minute, this guy. That's the only thing I would be like, as her friend, as her mother, as anybody. Like, this dude got 3 other babies. What are you doing? Like, just. You need to slow down. You need to take something. Like, don't let him get you caught up, girl. And now she's touring, and y'all seen the clips of the tour? That tour is. One of my family members, close family friends, was like, did you still want to go to the Cardi concert? And I was like, I really didn't want to see her, but I was like, okay, I'll go with you, honey. She sent me the price of the ticket, and it wasn't a bad seat, but $400. I'm like, hell no, I'm not paying $400 to see no damn Cardi B. I wouldn't even spend that to go see Beyonce. Well, I would spend some money to go see Beyonce. And Beyonce goes out again, I'm going to have my money ready. But you got to realize, I just did the Brandy and Monica tickets. That was a lot of money. I just did the Lakers, VIP. That was a lot of money. So my budget, I got to make some more money. Her sis smart. She not letting no man hold her down. Hennessy move different. Hennessy be with women and all that. Ain't no telling. Just because they don't have the babies, that don't mean they, I would have spent it for Mary. I've never seen Mary live, which I feel like, how could I let that have happened? I've never seen Mary live, but Mary, I wouldn't go see Mary right now. Mary got to get her vocals together. Mary got to get her stamina up. You know, Beyonce make it look so easy, but at the same time, Beyonce has said this before. She said, you know, people don't practice and it shows. She works out. She changes her diet. She goes in hard for 2 or 3 months before you even see Beyonce on tour. Beyonce goes hard. Cardi is on stage, falling, tripping over herself, barefoot. She could barely get it out. And I'm like, you guys talk bad about Sweetie the way you guys did Sweetie. Like you got her up out of here when she couldn't measure up in her performances and things like that. You guys got rid of Sweetie. Sweetie never got to drop her album because, you know, and I thought Sweetie did okay. I thought her music was just as good as Cardi's. Her performances are definitely just as good as Cardi's. Um, you guys talk about Ice Spice. You guys talk about everybody, but I guess people just like who they like, you know. But I was like, if I had to gave my $400 for that ticket, I would have been kicking my own tail because ain't no way. When I go to a concert, there are two things I expect: live vocals. I wasn't so sure that Brandy and Monica had live vocals, and that ruined the experience for me. I wanted live vocals. Okay, I want live vocals. I want stamina. I want good performances. I don't care how old you are. Okay, New Edition. New Edition is older than all of them. You go see New Edition. New Edition is gonna bring it. Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna get to Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna get to Nicki. Um, but you're not gonna get up there and be amateur hour on my $400 ticket. Amateur night, karaoke with a backing track. No, 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 no. You know, that's what happens when you chasing these men. You got to chase your bag. Chase your bag, ladies. Chase your bag. Stefan lost his game. Cardi, you know, your tour is a whole fool. I don't care how many tickets you sold out. That's a hot mess. But yeah, as far as Nicki is concerned, I think something wrong with Nicki. I don't, and this is what I want to know too. Like, these women get with these men that don't keep them in line. I mean, I know your husband has his jackets on him and he's the broke one and all that, but yeah, these older artists want to hang, drink, not practice, and work on them vocals. Keisha Cole sounded okay. Keisha Cole sounded okay, and Keisha Cole works out. I've seen her, you know, and I've seen her. They talk about Little Kim all the time. Little Kim is actually, it's her body and all the plastic surgery, but Little Kim actually is a good performer. Little Kim has stamina and all of that. Most, like when we went a couple of years ago, we went to the Rock. Was it Rock the Bells or was it Hip Hop 50? It was LL Cool J's tour, I think, and he was like, it was like the 50th, the celebration of 50 years of hip hop. LL Cool J is older than everybody I just talked about. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. He took care of himself. He takes good care of himself, though. LL Cool J was up there dancing. Listen, it was just like 1980. Can't go in all, abs and all. LL Cool J did his thing. Salt and Pepper did their thing. Who else was on there? Not Raekwon. What's his name? Ice-T is old. He was on there too. I think Public Enemy came out there. Everybody had strong stamina. Everybody did really good. And these are people in their 50s and 60s. If you see SWV, if you see Escape, they work out. They're boxing. They're really getting their stamina up. Because when you go out there and tour, it's a different ball game. It's not just walking back and forth across the stage. You got to have those lungs up. So, yeah. If I'm going to pay my money to see somebody, LL Cool J can still get it. Yes. If I'm going to pay my money to see you, then you got to have it up there. But yeah, back to Nikki. Um, I don't understand why women marry these men who have and don't want them to have any say so. If I marry somebody, if I get married again, um, I don't do what nobody tell me to do, first of all, but I'm gonna do what my husband tell me to do. That's why I need a good man to marry me. If I marry somebody, then he has to be all that in a bag of chips so that I will listen to him. He got to be smart. He has to be Christian. He has to be strong. He has to be calm. He can't be abusive. He can't be any of those type of things. He has to be somebody who I respect his gangster. Because if he just go like this, like, okay, I'm doing too much, baby. Okay. He has to be able to hold me down. And I have to have that level of respect for him because these women don't have respect. Like Nicki Minaj, you don't have respect for your husband. And your husband don't have respect for you. Because if he did, ain't no way he would have you looking a fool out there like that. I don't care how much you wanted to support Trump. He would have been like, hell no. You know, my marriage was tumultuous. It was a fool. My whole marriage was a fool. But I did. My husband, he used to like, hell no, don't do that. Don't talk about it. Like if we were divorced before he passed away, but if he was alive today, just on the strength that I'm his kid's mother, he'd be like, don't put that on social media or don't talk about that. Or, a lot of things that I probably even talk about now. He'd be like, man, don't talk about that or don't post that on there like that. He would say that because he'll be looking out for my best interest. Nikki's husband is not looking out for her best interest. He don't care what she do. Or maybe he has, but he doesn't have the purse. He who controls the purse strings controls the house. So he can't really say, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I mean? So it looks really bad for her. And then the way she talks now, the way she keeps attacking Jay-Z, it just seems like all a bunch of conspiracy theory mumbo jumbo that she saw on the net. I don't know why she's so mad at. She is so jealous of Cardi B. And I hate to say that, but Nicki Minaj is so jealous, not of Cardi B's style, not of her rap, not of her. She's jealous that Cardi B basically took her fan base and took the love that she used to get. But that love wasn't really never real. You were just the only female rapper at the time and nobody could really get with you. And people wanted to see somebody else be able to compete with you. And so that burns her up that people even in her mind, and I'm just basing it off my own opinion. In Nicki's mind, how could somebody even like Cardi B? Like she was able to easily get rid of Iggy Azalea. She was able to get rid of Remy Ma, Anybody that came up against her was very weak. Like the Cash Doll, she was doing her thing, but she wasn't like anywhere close to Nicki. The only person that has ever been able to get really close up there with her has been Cardi B. And Nicki doesn't feel like Cardi is on her level. And that eats her up to the point where she gets mad at anybody who does songs with her. She got mad at Jay-Z, I believe, because she feel like Jay-Z took Megan Thee Stallion's side and Cardi's side, and she doesn't like that. So I think that's what really, and jealousy will eat you up. It will eat you alive. I mean, it will make you go from being beloved by your fans to them questioning your character and your mental health because now you're out here a Trump supporter. Like you're supporting Trump. Like but most people, if I want to be honest, and somebody else said this, I think it was Armand Wiggins. I was watching his show, and he spoke about how most Black people do agree with a lot of what Trump says. A lot of what Trump says, Black people agree with for the most part. However, Trump also says racist stuff. Like that whole thing with Michelle and Barack in monkey suits or whatever, that looked crazy. And like that whole thing with Epstein, Epstein was very racist, and that was his homeboy and all of that. It's just like, Nikki, what are you doing? It's like at this point, nobody can defend your actions. It's like it's really given a mental health issue. It's really given what's wrong with you, girl. You're about to give up your own spot. And that's all your fault. Because if you just be quiet, release your music. Because when you went away, had your son. You went away and had your son. When you came, and then the game missed you. Everybody was asking, where's Nikki? Where's Nikki? Soon as you came back, you were able to do okay with your album sales. And you had a sellout tour, and you did a second leg of a sold out tour. You did good. Why wasn't that enough for you? You were selling your music. You were selling your perfume. Why wasn't that enough for you? Another thing that's going on with Nikki is that Nikki married that man. Nikki married that man, and people will not let her live that down. The thing that happened with her brother, okay, that's her brother. And she didn't really speak too much on her brother, and the brother is in jail. But when you married that man with that jacket on him, like, nobody's going to let you live that down. And all these people who are, oh, you married somebody who did this, half of them have people in their family that did it that still can come to their dinners. Uncle Jojo, he can't be trusted around kids. He's still around kids. He's still around for Christmas dinner. All of y'all, because I know how these black families do. But they say it to stick it to Nikki. That's always going to be what people go back to. Your husband is a PDF. Every time they get mad, you will never be able to defend yourself against that. That's the one thing you will never be able to defend yourself against. Even if you divorce him, and then your son is allegedly autistic, so Cardi B is going to use that all the time against you too, because her kids can talk. Yeah, it's just a lot. But so that's all I really had to say about that. I think I'm taking off again in March. I'm trying to get all my content together so I can load you guys up on different content. I'm trying to keep you guys, up to par on all of what I know about content creation. As things come out, as new things come out, I'm offering up that information. Check out my playlist, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that when I do go live, set your notifications so that you won't miss me. Because I see you guys in my comments. Did you go live? Did I miss your live? Who knows when I go live? I should do better at going live. I always say I'm not going live anymore. Then I miss you guys, and I have a lot to say that I can't just say on a video. And then I'll just go live spur of the moment. But I will try to get better at going live, and I try to give you guys a little bit of everything. Oh, you'll be live later? What time is that? Oh, I got to make my steak. I'm a little hungry. I think I want to make my steak. Hopefully it come out right. Because I'm really not supposed to be up cooking and all of that. I feel better. I do feel better, but I don't feel like cooking. I might just put that I might just go ahead and put that damn steak back in the freezer. I mean, it's in the refrigerator. I might just cook it tomorrow because I've been up for a long time. 9 p.m. your time. Is that 6 p.m. my time? What are you going to be talking about? If you just got in, make sure you hit the like button. You know what? Let me go ahead. I'm going to make some steak and eggs. I don't have potatoes. I'm always buying potatoes and then I don't cook them. And now I don't have potatoes. I do have broccoli. But do I want broccoli and cheese? But then it'll just be steak, broccoli, and cheese. I got to see what's in there, but I'm going to pull that steak out. I'm going to pull it out. And I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna. How young would I date? How how young would I date? I've never really dated. You know what? I've always it's so funny because when I was younger, I would always say I would never date anybody my age. They always had to be older because I've always given older. I always have given more mature. I've always given, think I know everything. I'm a wild girl. You got to be able to tame me. You got to be able to keep me in line. And otherwise, and you got to be smart and intelligent. My husband was 2 years younger than me, but he was very smart, very street smart, very wise. And he just would, help me to look at life a lot differently than I normally would. I just be like, wow, he's so smart. And until him, I would always say, I haven't met the man who is smarter than me. And except for him, I haven't. So I need somebody who is smart. Like I can't have somebody asking me what every other word I say, what it means, who don't have any understanding, who doesn't believe in God. So, oh, that's your topic. How young would you date? I did that topic before too. I did that topic before. I think I did that topic last summer because I saw a lot of you see a lot of I think you can date as young as you look. You're able to date as young as you look. If you're 50 but you still look 30, you can get away with dating a 30-year-old and not looking crazy. I think women have a better chance of dating younger when they are in shape and they still look good and keep themselves together. And I feel like you know, it is what it is. I see a lot of women who are successfully navigating that. They're able to be in relationships with men who are much younger than them. And they're able to, I mean, I think we talked about this before too, how, and I'm seeing a lot more women. I'm seeing a lot of women our age. They're with these men our age, and the men our age can't, So that's one thing you have to deal with when you deal with somebody older. They've been out there with all these women, and now that they're 50 and 60, they can't. So it's like you almost kind of gotta go. You gotta go younger. I mean, they're on Viagra and all this stuff, and they can't keep up. I mean, once you hit 40, 50, a woman is at her prime, and a man, he's just. And then he gets prostate cancer. And, these men don't take care of themselves. They have high blood pressure and all that different stuff. They don't go to the doctor. And then next thing you know, they got diabetes, getting toes cut off and all that stuff. And they want you to be their nurse. Who has time for that? It's like, what do you do? Like if you're 50 years old, like myself, well, almost 50, I'm not 50 yet. I'll be 50 soon. What do you do when give them a honey pack? Listen, I don't need somebody, you know, pumping away on me and, sweating and all of that and heart pounding out of their chest because they done took something to be able to rise up to the occasion. Like, no. And then I don't need some little young boy who thinking that he has to overly prove himself either, because if you've been with a man who wants to prove himself before, you know what that's like. I don't want to be with none of that stuff. Like, I like being where I'm at right now, just cool. And I flirt and I might go out and meet for coffee sometimes, just when I feel like doing something. Let's go meet for coffee. Let's go meet for dinner. Let's talk on the phone, something like that. I don't want to do the whole relationship stuff and all that different stuff. And I got to kind of try to make you feel good about yourself. And I got to listen to you talk. I don't want to listen to no nigga talk. I don't want to listen to you talk at all. I got to listen to my kids talk. I told y'all later this week, I got to be at three days worth of showcases. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You think I want to talk to somebody after I go through all that? And hear you talk about your job, hear you talk about your child support, hear you talk about your taxes, your tax bill that needs to be due. Do I know somebody that do taxes? Can you claim one of my kids? Can you, you got a doctor's appointment? You got something growing out of your neck? I don't want to do none of that. I got my own doctor's appointments, my own surgeries. I got my own bills. I have my own things going on. I don't have time for that. And I don't know if a little boy will want to hear all that. I mean, he would just have to be fun. And the old man, I had one that used to think he was gonna call me up and just vomit out all his accomplishments and everything he had going on. Then when it was time for me to talk, they had to get off the phone. I'm like, are you kidding me? You think I'm a sounding board? I don't think so. No, we're not doing that. I'm telling you simply, it's like just be by yourself, and go out occasionally when you just feel like, I feel like have friends, have friends, have lots of friends. I always say this, Jazzy, I've been saying this the whole time. Like, have friends, date. Like, for those times where you just feel like I want some male conversation, or I want to go out to dinner with somebody, or I want to go to a concert with somebody. I don't want to go with my friends. Because you need that masculine energy, right? Or I just want to talk and shoot it. But all that permanent stuff, I think you should marry between, if you haven't got, I think you should get married between 28 and 32, 35. That's your window. If you got divorced between 40 and 50, stay single. Stay single. If you happen to because you're getting your second win. And that's another subject. Women don't understand. You are getting your second win. You're getting a second chance to reevaluate and reconfigure. If you got divorced between 40 and 50, that's your opportunity to go back in, correct some things about yourself, work out, get your business together, get your fitness up, get all that stuff together, because now is your time to get your real husband. And you can't get your real husband if you just out here doing anything. Your real husband, that man that's going to be there to the end, so you don't end up being a cat lady and wearing your kids and making your kids feel guilty because you don't have a man. No. You want to be that woman that gets married again, about around, okay, say if you divorce at about 40 something, between 40 and 50, right around 55. Right around 55. Maybe he's 60. Go on and get married. Go on and get in where you fit in. Oh, yeah, you have your cat already. I don't want to be a cat lady eating cat food and just sitting on playing bingo. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Listen, I got a few more years to get myself together, and I'm getting my next husband, my real husband. I want my real husband. So these kids, once they're grown and gone and living their lives, I have somebody to go on cruises with, and somebody to drink coffee with and just sit. Because by that time, when you get like 60, you don't want to do all that talking. You just want to sit on your rocking chair. Babe, you want me to make you a cup of coffee? That's his most. He should be like, no, baby, I got it. If anything, before you woke up, he done already went. Because old men, they like to go get their coffee or whatever and come on home with a donut or something in the bag for you. They come with stuff. When they get older, they like to give you stuff. They like to cater to you more. They don't want you all in their face because they can't do much. Like I said, they can't do this no more like they used to. So they just really a buddy. So that's basically what I want, just a buddy. And we'll be buddies. I'll be ready for my buddy in a few more years. But right now I'm chilling and I'm having a good time, just enjoying myself. And, I'm going to be a good girl. So, yeah, but I can't wait to, hopefully I could tune in. who knows what I'll be doing. Actually, I might forget. You know, I got ADD a little bit, low key. But I'll probably tune in and see what you're talking about. Simply make it good, girl. Make it good. Make it good. Jazzy, you going younger? Those young guys have a lot to prove. And you know what? They want to prove their manhood. I feel like if you 45, 50, I feel like 35 to 40 is just the right age for you. It's not a child. It's not too young. Simply says no. I think 35 is okay. I don't know. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the super chats. The 35-year-old keep trying you. Girl, let them try. Let them try. Let them see. May the best man win, honey. Oh, are we talking about what's the name? Are we talking about I'm gonna come through. Are you talking about Smooth? Is he only 35? Girl. On that note, oh no, man. Oh, ooh, ooh. You know what? Jazzy said she like a challenge. I know that's right. I like a challenge too. And you know what? You could date. This is my Black History Month journal that I got. If you guys didn't get a chance to go support the before Black History Month is over, go to Target, preferably through my link on my short. Go to Target and get some stuff offline. But if you're in Target, pick up some of the Black History Month collection. We can't say, oh, I'm not shopping at Target because they don't support Black creatives. And then when Black creatives have things in Target, you don't go and buy them. No one is going to sell things that or put things in their store that don't sell. We have to support Black creatives. I'm going to end on that note. I went to my local Barnes and Noble. Oof, my fingernails look a mess. I went to my local Barnes and Nobles, and they used to have a small, itsy bitsy section of books by African Americans, but now they don't even have that section anymore because nobody was going to buy the books. If we don't support each other, how can we get mad when nobody else does? Get off your cell phones and read a book. Take your kids to Barnes and Noble sometimes. They will love it. They have story times and all of that. And not only that, you need to broaden your horizons. Read a book so you can understand better. Get off the internet sometimes and have something, actually good to say. Read a book. I'll be, like I said, I'm taking March off because your girl is not really a content creator or a YouTube. I'm an author and I'm getting back to my vibe. I feel like I just need to really spend some time on my next book. So I will be off of this thing. I'm going to get I was saying this earlier, but I'm going to get some content for you guys. So you won't miss me too bad, but I will be off all of March, writing my first draft. I already conceptualized my book, but I just need to write it out. And I want it to be really good. I want it to be edited really good. I'll be editing my other books that I already have out and changing covers. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a New York Times bestseller. I can't wait. You guys are going to love it. Be ready to support. Be ready to support. I need all my money getters with one of my books, but I'm going to do my very biggest one. So I'm going to take some time off and I'm going to do what I love the most, which is write books. And so, yeah, you guys have a good night. I think you guys, we did 2 hours. We did 2 hours. I'm glad that I came on live today. Who knows? I might do it again tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what kind of mood I am. I love you guys. You guys have a good night.